Welcome to the Sengkang Hockey Stadium for match number 18 in the women's competition. It's for the positions 5 and 6 on the table. The two teams doing battle today. Hong Kong, China will look to oust Indonesia. Hong Kong, China will be playing in the blue and Indonesia in the red. Their path to the 5th, 6th position playoff. Hong Kong, first up, they lost their first game 4-0 to Thailand, lost the second game 10-0 against Malaysia, managed a 0-0 draw with Singapore and then lost 3-0 to Kazakhstan, and finished off the round robin stage with a whopping 12-0 win over Indonesia in their last outing. Indonesia, on the other hand, coming into this game with not much form behind their name. They're yet to score a goal in the competition. They lost 18-0 to Malaysia, 8-0 to Kazakhstan, 16-0 to Thailand, and 7-0 to Singapore before that 12-0 loss to Hong Kong in the last match. They've conceded a whopping 61 goals and yet to score. As we look at the umpires leading the players out onto the pitch, our two umpires for today, Melissa Rahman from Singapore and Norashikin Shairuddin from Malaysia. Melissa Rahman, the umpire on the left of screen as you look at it, and umpire Norashikin from Malaysia on the right of screen. As we now get ready for the national anthems, we'll first have Hong Kong, China, and then followed by Indonesia. to rousing renditions of the national anthems as the players exchange pleasantries. Hong Kong coming into this game with a world ranking of 43 and a tournament ranking of 5th, so they're on par for their ranking. As we look at the lineups here for Hong Kong, crucial to note that some of the more experienced players have been left out of the starting lineup for today. Coach Arif Ali going with some of his younger players, looking to give them some experience, and players to look out for. Number 5, Chung, she's got 3 goals to her name in the tournament so far. Ching Nam, the captain, 72 caps and 1 goal. But for Indonesia, it's a relatively inexperienced side. They're all making their debut at this international event, and with the exception of number 12, Augusta, and number 13, Jana. They've got 11 caps each. Everybody else debuting at the tournament. Having a quick look at the Indonesian lineup, they're coached by Coach Mahendran. They arrived at the tournament with only 15 players of the allotted 18 and have picked up a few injuries along the way. So today they take to the game with only 13 players. That gives them 2 substitutes on the side. It'll be a long afternoon in the pitch for this young team from Indonesia. The game played in 4 quarters of 15 minutes each, and we're underway with quarter number 1. Captain for Hong Kong, Ching Nam, and that'll be an important connection for them today. Ching Nam in number 10 and Chung for Hong Kong in number 5. They play as a dual centre mid role, spark all the creativity for Hong Kong. Indonesia, on the other hand, faced with the full press and the basic skills letting them down. Just running that ball over the sideline. Ball played into the heart of the pitch and paddled away by Indonesia before Ho has possession now for Hong Kong China. She goes across to the open side of the pitch. Wai Ting to the outside. That's a good bit of play. Nan drives to the baseline. Plays the ball into the circle. Goalmouth scramble for Indonesia, and they manage to clear. Nazima doing the hard work and winning the free hit for Indonesia. Ball cracked downfield, but no high strikers as targets for Indonesia up high. The attempt to play the ball into the midfield from Ho is intercepted. Indonesia return the favour and give the ball straight back. Now Chung drags the ball into the circle, and then the cross comes, but Anaiello has the first shot at goal for Hong Kong China. Indonesia now carry the ball to the sideline, cleared away by Shavira. Good first opportunity for Hong Kong China, but Anaiello not able to convert. Chung goes down to the right hand side. Nan runs straight into a good tackle by Shirley Augusta. Nan drives the baseline. Well tackled. That wins the free hit for Indonesia. Not able to make the trap. The ball comes back straight at the defence, but well tackled again. Ramadhani for Indonesia. Struggles to control the ball. Hong Kong China persisting with attacking through a very crowded right channel. There's acres of space down the left hand side, and they come around the back now. Ho carries forward under no pressure. Indonesia managed to intercept. Ching Nam gives away the free hit. Indonesia not looking to play too much creative stuff, just hammering it downtown. Ho carries. There's a 2v1 with Chung, but she opts to keep going. Now she pulls back and feeds Chung under pressure. Good outlet to the right hand side for Hong Kong China. Wai Ting cracks it in, and the ball falls to Hong Kong. And Ayala claiming the penalty corner, but the umpire says play on. And eventually scrambled away to safety by Wahyu from Indonesia. Hong Kong have a long corner. Wai Ting attempts the square ball and nearly intercepted, but it falls for Ho. Feeds to the left side, and a good ball into the circle for Chung. And the penalty corner being awarded. Chung tried to play that ball towards goal. It was smothered by the Indonesian defence and raised dangerously. Hong Kong win their first penalty corner in the 5th minute of the game. Standing at the top of the battery is the captain, Ching Nam. She will be the option that releases the shot at goal. Ball comes out, very slow injection. They opt for a variation to the right hand side. Well defended by Indonesia, but having incurred a foul, umpire Raman says that'll be another penalty corner. The injection of the ball from the penalty corner, not the quickest. Ching Nam under a little bit of pressure at the top. Ball out, but skew, and it's gone past the dotted 5, so it's now open play. Chung has the shot, but just rolls the stick over the top of the ball. But that's good defending yet again from Indonesia. Hong Kong China, though, applying a press and winning the ball straight back. Ball now with So for Hong Kong before she concedes a foul. Wai Ting around the back. Ho down the left sideline. She now links up with Sik, who's isolated just a fraction, but gets through the traffic. It's then tackled. Chung cleans up, paddles the ball towards goal, lifted dangerously in a crowded zone, so umpire Melissa Raman can only award a penalty corner. Once again, a period of sustained pressure by Hong Kong China. Indonesia, their core skills just letting them down. They're not able to work the ball out of the back. Ball out. Ching Nam. Ball is deflected back, and shot comes in. And the deflection from So. Just paddles the ball wide. Hong Kong with another good opportunity. The shot came in from Chun. We'll have a look at the reserve goalkeeper for Hong Kong China. It looks as though they're going to make a change. Pang will come off and Hong will make her way into the pitch. Indonesia with a rare foray across the halfway line. Here we go, that's a substitution of the goalkeepers will happen now. Pang, the goalkeeper for Hong Kong China, makes way, and Hong takes a place in between the posts. Ching Nam makes the intercept but gives it straight back. Carried forward once again by Ching Nam, the captain for Hong Kong China. Easy option to transfer the ball. Acres of space down the left-hand side. Indonesia defending very narrow. Ho feeds up the line. Chun rolls infield and a good ball to the right-hand side, but Chui had just checked her run and hadn't continued the lead. Wasn't expecting it. Good skill from Amelia from Indonesia. The stick tackle comes and Wai Teng has a free hit. Wai Teng feeds the captain. Once again round the back with Kwok to Ho. And Ho has her pass intercepted. Nani couldn't get past Ho. Hong Kong trying to come back now through Ching Nam. The direct ball into the circle. Paddled away only as far as Chun. Beats Innes, all ends up. And then is superbly well tackled before she presses back and then has a shot smothered. That's a free hit to Indonesia. Tenacious defending from the Indonesians, not giving up. The ball from Innes, charged down by Hong Kong China, and they attack the circle, but comes to naught, run over the baseline by Sick. Attempted aerial pass, beats two Hong Kong defenders before it's gathered at the back by Kwok. She transfers to Wai Teng. Down the line now, they come on the right-hand side. Nan takes the contact and is dispossessed, and now coming forward, Shavira. She's tackled by Wai Teng. Chui can't control. Indonesia with the ball now. Physical challenge, but well won by Yu before she meets the brick wall of the second defender. Ho comes out to the left-hand side now. Chun. Chun feeds Ho, who's now made her way into that central position on the pitch and drives into the circle. Well tackled. Paddled away to Wai Teng. She up. Ching Nam out to the left-hand side. Chun drives now. Tons of space in front of her, and into the circle she goes. Gets the pass away. Falls once again, but well tackled. Amelia for Indonesia making the tackle on Chung. Ball into the circle. Indonesia living dangerously, but managing to clear as far as the 25 before the captain. Cheng Nam has the ball now. She's well tackled. It's a free hit to Indonesia off the foot of Cheng Nam. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Hong Kong China taking a healthy 1-0 lead, and they've had all the possession in that first quarter. The goal coming in the 13th minute through Anna Aiello. She extends her tally in the tournament to 2 goals. We'll have a quick break and join the action again for the second quarter in 2 minutes. We're back with the action as the teams make their way out onto the pitch. The start of quarter 2 about to get underway. Indonesia will push back. Game is on. And continuing the trend of a bit of development. Going with the young side for Hong Kong China. Coach Arif Ali allowing one of his assistants, Coach Chung Kap Ho, to provide all the feedback at half-time, developing an extended range of talent. Hong Kong China, though, attacking yet again. Free hit. Chui drives to the right side baseline, but she's well guarded by Nazima. Indonesia win the free hit. Umpire Melissa Raman saying that's come off the foot of Chui. All crash downfield. Wai Ting. First touch a little bit heavy and the ball runs over the sideline. Indonesia attempting to go the long ball yet again, and it works well for them. Ramadani lays the ball to the sideline, and it's now with Jana. Tackled by Chingnam. And then a 50-50 scramble is eventually cleared up by Chung. She feeds Ho. Was looking for the return pass, but missed Chung, and it's come all the way to the left-hand side. Chun has it now, and she drops it out. Kwok transfers around the back. Wai Ting. Anna Aiello. Once again, she's well tackled by Amelia from Indonesia. Ball cleared to safety. Hong Kong China will start on the right touchline. Kwok to Ho. Chingnam. It's a very good tackle by Adabaya. She then gives the free hit away. Chung for Hong Kong. Plays to herself and cracks it in. Pass is well blocked. Chung beats the first defender, jinks it past the second, and eventually wins the penalty corner by just dropping it onto the foot of Shirley Augusta. That's penalty corner number 5 for Hong Kong. Shirley Augusta for Indonesia in only her 12th game representing her country. Vastly inexperienced. Chingnam gets the return pass towards the injector, and it's now with Chung. Paddled across the goal by Chui. Indonesia survive another moment. Players not sure where the free hit should be taken, and eventually Shirley Augusta gets over the top of it, cranks it downfield. Well trapped by Chun. Or round the back once again, Kwok. Kicking back, Wong comes into play. She's wearing a different coloured shirt because Hong Kong have pulled off the goalkeeper and opted to go with a kicking back, so that clearly defines who the kicking back is. But the ball into the circle now. Indonesia mop it away as far as Ching Nam. Ching Nam fed So, and she had her stick checked by 3 defenders, and that's another penalty corner. Hong Kong, China really do need to get some pace on this injection. The ball needs to get to the top of the circle just a fraction quicker and a bit more accurate. So we've got 2 balls on the pitch, and that's the slight delay. Indonesia, they've broken the line. They will now have to defend this penalty corner with 1 less. So they were allowed 4 field players and a goalkeeper. They now have 3 field players and a goalkeeper. Nani, it was that broke the line. She has to make her way back to the halfway line. Penalty corner has to be reset. Ball's injected. Cheng Nam with the flick. And that's wide of goals yet again. Another good opportunity goes begging. Shirley Augusta plays the ball. Ho couldn't control the trap. It bounced up and was contested. Hence dangerous. Free hit, charge down. Chun drives to the left baseline. She beats Shirley Augusta, tucks back inside and gets the shot away. And the goalkeeper, Jujuk, is off her line early and clears that away safely well. Long corner to Hong Kong, China. Chung feeds Ching Nam. Ball in. The goalkeeper once again, Jujuk, makes a good save, but clears only as far as Lau for Hong Kong. They survive another moment. Indonesia, they've had a lot of time trying to build out of their half. There hasn't been anything constructive. It's all just been long crash ball. This one forward now, chased down by number 14 for Indonesia, Hambia. She was well guarded by Wong. The ball now with Nan in the midfield. Out to the left-hand side, Chun. We feed the T-spot. T-spot's that intersection of the circle where it meets the baseline. It's one of the areas that attacking teams will target to try and penetrate the circle. Shirley Augusta wins the free hit for Indonesia. Smothered by Chun. Wins the free hit for Hong Kong, China. Another free hit off the defender's foot. Whilst we focused on this left-hand side of play, tons of open space on the right-hand side. Chong Goes round the back now. Kwok yet again. Needed the early transfer, but the first touch was not controlled very well. Eventually they get it there. Wong passing down the line to Wai Ting. Good crack across the top of the circle. The feed back into the circle, and the shot comes in, and Jujuk once again. Tiffany Chan was that had the shot. Jujuk tracking across the goal line well, saves. And that's a tremendous intercept. But you can't go through the middle of the defender. Hong Kong China with the ball again. Just a little bit loose in that position. Wong. It's a good ball out to the right hand side. Wai Ting in acres of space. The ball across the circle was too good for everybody. Indonesia will have a free hit on their right touchline. I beg your pardon. It's gone away for a long corner. I know, eventually, umpire Saraman has corrected that. It's a free hit to Indonesia. The attempted clearance, well trapped, and Hong Kong come out of the channel through Kwok, but then go straight back in. Nan now drives the circle, going towards the tee spot once again, but Chun had tracked infield. The ball passed a fraction behind her. Paul played dangerously downfield. That'll be a free hit to Hong Kong China. Chun with the attempted pass to Wai Ting on the right hand side, but good reverse pressing. Hambia it was that won possession for Indonesia. Now driving down the right sideline, Kirsten McNeil. She's been good value for Hong Kong China at this tournament so far, Kirsten McNeil. 29 caps to her name only. Today getting a 30th. 2 goals behind her name, but Tiffany Chan with an option to score here and wins the penalty corner. Mistake once again from Indonesia as they try to outlet. Another penalty corner falls to Hong Kong China. Tiffany Chan now standing over the battery. It's a good injection. Chan opts for the deflection down the right hand side. Cleared by Jujuk. Chan feeds McNeil. Gets the ball stuck between her feet and is well tackled by Andina. I beg your pardon, Andika for Indonesia. The umpire's conferring before awarding the free hit out to Indonesia. Shirley feeds Innes. Innes plays it down the right sideline. Smashed away once again from Indonesia. Wong for Hong Kong China out to the right hand side. Chui couldn't make the trap. Hong Kong come forward again. Chung takes the contact and beats the first defender. Looks to feed into the circle, but that's well swept away by Indonesia. Now Rhea foray into the attacking half, but Wong equal to the task and carries forward. Chong just paddles that one past the left foot of the defender and crosses the ball. Shot comes in from Tiffany Chan. The free hit goes to Indonesia. Inez with a good trap. The attempted clearance. Just ball catching the edge of the stick and spinning over the sideline. Hong Kong China come forward again. Kirsten McNeil attempting to attack the baseline is well tackled. Nan feeds Cheng Nam. Ball paddled away yet again. Inez is beaten. Kirsten McNeil has an option to Tiffany Chan, but it's well cleared by Indonesia and they win the free hit. Dare say that Hong Kong China looking to attack through the top of the circle, and that's exactly where all the defence is. Do feel they might have better return on investment if they go towards the baseline and come in from the flanks. Free hit to Hong Kong China. Ho. Out to the right hand side. That one cleaned up by Chun, who's now back with Ho. Nan was trying to feed Cheng Nam, but was well tackled. Coming away with it is Nazima. Indonesia with possession in the attacking half for only the second time in the game. They've got 1 minute left on the clock. Can they create a moment and get a circle entry? Once again, retain possession. And then running straight into the defender was Nazima. Cheng Nam comes away. Beats two. Eventually feeding the ball to Tiffany Chan. Indonesian defence is now stretched, and good opportunity for Hong Kong China, but falling all the way through the circle, and eventually Chun goes to the baseline. She was trying to link with Yiman. Shirley Augusta apparently clears that away, and that brings us to the end of the second quarter. The scores still locked at 1-0 to Hong Kong China. The goal coming through Anna Aiello for Hong Kong China. She extends her tally to 2, and that was scored in the 14th minute. Fairly lackluster second quarter, but the teams will now have a 10-minute break at half-time, get some feedback from the coaches. We'll come back for the second half.
far? Is it far? Not far, huh? Go toilet, huh? 1 minute.
And we're back live with the action in the fifth place playoff between Hong Kong, China and Indonesia. Hong Kong, China with a 1-0 lead at half-time. And with a good attacking opportunity very early on in the third quarter. They've taken off their goalkeeper and persisted with a kicking back, have Hong Kong, China. And with the kicking back or goalkeeping privileges is number 6, Wong. She wears the different coloured shirt, so slightly white. The ball now played out to the right sideline, Wai Ting. She plays forward. Chui not able to make the trap. The Indonesian circle has been laid siege to the whole day. They've struggled to work the ball out, only managing to cross the halfway line 3 times. Just the core skills of the Indonesian players lacking. Wai Ting plays a short pass infield to Ching Nam. Now we go to the left side. Kwok finds a pass down the line. Sek with a reverse stick cross, unable to be controlled by So. Augusta. Her pass only as far as the 25 though. Indonesia still have possession though, this time through Adabaya. But she gives it away and Hong Kong, China drop the ball out all the way back to the halfway line now with Wai Ting. Wai Ting trying to feed the captain in the middle of the field, hits a defender's foot. Good interplay between Ching Nam and Chung. Chung hesitated on the shot and that just allowed the Indonesian defence to get a stick in the way. Augusta. Finds some respite, clearing the ball to the halfway line, but Hong Kong, China come back. Long pass forward, only running over the baseline harmlessly. Inez now trying to crack the ball forward. Gets to Chun. Hong Kong, China attacking down the baseline again. Once again, Sik can't control the trap. It was bouncing just a fraction. Augusta finds herself under all sorts of pressure from Sik. Once again, good bit of skill to pull back and go round. Makes the tackle again. Free hit to Hong Kong, China, and the ball being brought back to just outside the 25. Chung to Ching Nam. Paddled away to the right hand side. Wai Ting and Ayello, she's been lively. Ching Nam now at the top of the circle, feeds Ayello once again. A 16-yard free hit to Indonesia. Ball out of defence for Indonesia. This time it works though. Thought it'd come off the foot of Nani, but the umpires hadn't spotted it. And Hong Kong, China come attacking again down the left side. Chung, good interplay and paddled away by a desperate Indonesian defender. No pressure on the ball carry. able to make a pass, and Chung now finds a pass to the right-hand side. And Chui doing the right thing and going towards the far post, but nobody was home. Sick wasn't expecting it. Slightly different approach to outletting in the second half from number 12, Augusta. She's opting to play to herself and take the contact. This time played dangerously up. Ball to the left. Hong Kong China yet again come down the left hand side. Good use of the width. Missed trap just in front of the goals for Indonesia. Works out really well for them. So to Chung, goes to the baseline, and Aiello gets through some traffic and eventually given for the obstruction. Amelia, the defender for Indonesia, made the tackle and then obstructed. Young Anna Aiello, only 16 years old, for Hong Kong China. She's been full of energy. The injection of the penalty corner now will come from So. Chung, they go back to the injector. That coming off the body of Augusta for another penalty corner. Hong Kong China going with some variations now to try and get past this crowded central channel. Just the ball speed on their passes needs to be raised a fraction. Ball out, Chung. Option to the left hand side. Ching Nam with a drag flick, and goalkeeper makes a save, but onto the foot of Andika. Hong Kong China, third re-award of the penalty corner. Ball in, trapped. Variation to the attacking right. Goalkeeper's left this time, but Jujuk equal to the task and makes another save. It's a long corner to Hong Kong China. Wai Ting being summoned to take the ball in the right spot. Links up with Chung. Wong down the outside, but that's a good tackle for Indonesia. Amelia makes the tackle, but she has no support anywhere near her. And then Wong makes the tackle back. She feeds Chui, beats the first defender, goes to the baseline now, and Aiello yet again can't control the ball. Contest between Aiello and the Indonesian defence, and once again panelled away to safety, coming off the foot of So, just in front of the goals. Augusta under a lot of pressure now from Sick. It's been a good contest between those two out of the 16-yard free hits, and eventually Augusta deemed to be shielding the ball. The free hit goes the way of Hong Kong China. Sick rolls out the back. Good tackle from Indonesia. Kwok now on the right hand side, under pressure and well tackled by Ramadani, but the ball over the sideline, and it's a free hit once more to Hong Kong China. Kirsten McNeil beats the first tackle, feeds the ball in, but the scraps are picked up by Nani before she comes away, and only as far as McNeil. Chui. Kwok. Acres of space for Kwok, and Aiello beats two defenders for turning and spinning and wing the free hit. And there'll be a card to Nazima from Indonesia. She'll get 2 minutes on the side. Beg your pardon, the card going to Ramadani. Ball carried into the circle for Hong Kong, China. Lau, it was. She still has possession, has the reverse stick shot off a foot of the defender. And then away for a penalty corner. Hong Kong have had numerous penalty corner attempts, but the injections have just been off target. Kirsten McNeil now with a better one. Tiffany Chan, and that's a much better variation. But still doesn't count, because it's wide of the goals, and Indonesia have a 16-yard out. Augusta plays the ball out. Wong. Sticks flying in all over the show, but Yi Man wins possession for Hong Kong. Yi Man attacking down the left side, goes to the T-spot, and unmarked was sick, but she eventually had a cross smothered. Stepping out of defence well. Indonesia. Eventually the ball falls to the young striker Lau. She's got 63 caps for Hong Kong, China. Lau. McNeil. Right idea from Hong Kong, China, but the execution just not accurate enough. Scrambling defense from Indonesia, clears the ball to safety. Yeman into the circle through the left baseline. Well tackled. Shavira comes away. Then Lau tackles back. Kwok cracks the ball through. Augusta clears. Tries to go through and just sneaks the ball past the reverse stick trap of Amelia. Tiffany Chan well tackled. Kirsten McNeil plays the ball in, and it's a 16-yard free hit just behind Anna Aiello. Runs harmlessly over the baseline. One has to feel for these young ladies from Indonesia. They've really been thrown in the deep end here. No real international experience to speak of. And up against well-established programs. Tiffany Chan gets the free hit going at the top of the circle. Ball to Kirsten McNeil. Free hit to Indonesia yet again. Credit to the Indonesian ladies who, despite all the setbacks, have still tried to play some positive hockey. Certainly haven't given up the ghost yet, and an attacking foray now comes to naught because we had young Hambia up against three defenders. Hong Kong, China come forward now. Lau yet again, but she's well tackled. McNeil with possession, out to Chui. Kwok. With Wong. Back to the right-hand side. The ball to McNeil. 50-50. Umpire says play on. Tiffany Chan rolls the ball to the left-hand side now. The cross coming in. Chujuk was off the line well to close the space and cut the angles. Ball runs away for a long corner to Hong Kong China. McNeil across to Chui, into the circle and a wild swing, misses the ball. Good three-dimensional skill by Hong Kong China from So, but carries a little bit too far and it runs over the baseline. Augusta holds possession on the reverse stick side, paddles it infield, but has the ball stolen. It's a free hit for Hong Kong China. Lau winning the ball. To the left-hand side, Yiman. McNeil. Good space out on the left. Nan. She's been kept pretty quiet and wins possession. Rolls the ball out to McNeil. Good transfer to Kwok, the right full back. Acres of space and a good feed to Chui. Beats the first one, gets the reverse stick shot in. Swings. Wins a free hit outside the circle. Chui moves the ball 5 meters. Lau plays it across. And Ayala once again the target. Back with Chui. Cross comes back in. And off the foot of Amelia for a penalty corner to Hong Kong China. That penalty corner coming at a good time. There are 12 seconds left on the clock in quarter 3. Umpire's just waiting for the penalty corner. McNeil injects, but the trap is not good. Lau paddles to the left-hand side, well defended by Indonesia, but they can't keep out the rebound, and eventually it comes in through So. Hong Kong China extend the lead to 2-0. Just in time for us to go to a quarter break. There's 1 second left on the clock and the umpires have stopped time. There we go. 3-quarter mark in the game, the end of the third quarter. Hong Kong China take a 2-0 lead into the break. We'll have a quick 2-minute break and then join the teams for the final quarter. Well, we're back for the final quarter and the last 15 minutes in this 5th-6 playoff between Hong Kong, China and Indonesia in the women's competition. The end of a long week for both sides. Hong Kong, China with a commanding 2-0 lead. Lau attacking, but Indonesia putting up solid defensive wall. 2 goals for Indonesia coming in the 14th minute through Anna Aiello in the first quarter. No goals in the second quarter, and then finally number 7, So, for Hong Kong China, breaking that deadlock in the third quarter, 45th minute of the game, just on the stroke of half time, or of quarter time, sorry. Coming forward now, Yiman gets into the circle, tries to cross the ball, but has it cleared away by Wayu. McNeil. That's a tremendously good cross. Chui couldn't control the first trap, has her attempted feed into the circle charged down. The umpire says play on, but allows Hong Kong China another opportunity to attack the circle eventually. A 16-yard awarded. In the previous outing, in the round robin stage, the game between these two, Hong Kong China won 12-0. So vast improvement by Indonesia in the performance this afternoon. Kirsten McNeil in a scrap, and she's well marshalled by 2 defenders from Indonesia, one of which is Nani, who wins the free hit. Nazima gets us underway. Shirley Augusta cranks it downfield. Indonesia now have left 2 strikers up high, which leaves a lot of space for Hong Kong China to attack. Shirley steps in and makes the intercept. Lau driving to the circle. She'll unleash the shot, and Jujuk, equal to the task, gets the follow-up and wins the long corner. Shot from Lau going to the near post, but now Tiffany Chan has it on the reverse stick, gets a shot away. Saved by the goalkeeper. Advantage goes the way of Indonesia. The umpire says play on. Eventually they run the ball over the sideline. McNeil now brings it back with Kwok. She tries to find the ball through, but there are 5 defenders, and eventually Indonesia win a free hit. That young lady, Shirley Augusta, once again wins the free hit. Shirley spins, gets through the first tackle. Tremendous skill from Shirley. It releases Ramadani, who gives the ball straight back to Hong Kong China. Coming forward now, Nan down the left-hand side. Yiman in acres of space, goes to the T-spot. Tiffany Chan has the follow-up shot and wins the penalty corner. Raised dangerously off the goalkeeper. McNeil will get the penalty corner injection in. Tiffany Chan at the top. Trap will be made by Yiman for Hong Kong. 3 deflection options running from the right-hand side. Tiffany Chan plays the variation to Lau. And the touch coming in by number 9, and that was Sek that got the deflection, and goal number 3 for Hong Kong China finally makes its way onto the board. Goal coming in the 49th minute of the game. Ball out, Indonesia carrying forward. into the attacking half before they turn it over, and now the game is a little bit stretched and carried forward by Ching Nam, but sweeping back to Nazima, and then the tackle eventually coming in. Nazima wins possession back again, and it's a free. Plays the advantage into the circle before cleaning up for Hong Kong China was Ho, and Ho only goes as far as the sideline before giving the ball back to Indonesia. Ball carried forward once again. Nazima. The free hit going the way of Hong Kong China, umpire Melissa Rahman. But it's intercepted by Amelia. She's eventually had it stolen by Tiffany Chan. Scrappy bit of play for both sides here now. Nazima once again with the ball. Takes the contact from Wong. Feeds the ball forward. But intercepted by Ho, and she goes down the line. Ching Nam beats the first defender. Goes past Shirley Augusta, drives to the baseline, and then wins a long corner. McNeil, acres of space down the left side. Good transfer. The cross coming in. Nobody able to get a stick on it for a deflection in towards goals. Shot now coming in from number 11. Chun. She's got one goal in the tournament and was looking for a second. Chipped forward by Shirley Augusta. Gives the free hit away. Lau. Tiffany Chan to Yi Man. Has a back-facing goal, but gets through some traffic and gets the shot away. Jujuk with the save. McNeil goes to the left-hand side. McNeil gathers again, looking to get the ball to Tiffany Chan at the top of the circle, but the defence from Indonesia stepping in and intercepting. Transfer now coming through Wong to Whiting. Lau down the line. She's well tackled. 16-yard free hit to Indonesia. Wahyu, the defender, doing the good work for Indonesia in that instance. Shirley Augusta plays the ball outside. The intended pass was to Amelia, but just a fraction ahead of her. She wasn't expecting it. McNeil for Hong Kong China comes at the circle now. Ball spills to Lau. She goes with a reverse stick cross, but that's dangerous. Shirley once again outside to Amelia. Can't make the trap in the left half channel. Lau has a free hit, and it's a 2v1 against Amelia. Lau and Chung. Chung is well tackled. Wahyu once again winning the possession. Chung comes back at her. Tackled once again by Wahyu. The umpire finally awards the free hit to Indonesia. Ball crashed downfield. McNeil traps. Drives the right sideline. Plays it in. But it's deflected over the baseline by Adebayo for a long corner. Whiting goes to the left-hand side of the field. Nan to the sideline, or to the T-spot, sorry. Deflected away by desperate Indonesian defence. Wai Ting under pressure. Finds a pass inside. McNeil. Ball into the circle. The umpire not playing the advantage. Blows the free hit outside. McNeil to Nan. She can't control the first touch, and Indonesia's defence mopped the spills. They pass it as far as Wong. Transfers once again to the right side of the pitch with Wai Ting. Good post up by Lau. She tries to go to the baseline, but the defence is good enough to pick it off. They give it straight back to Hong Kong though. And McNeil's intended cross for Ho. Just off target. Gives Indonesia a free hit on the right sideline. Shirley Augusta takes the contact and gets past the first tackle. But Andriani, who's actually listed as a reserve goalkeeper, can't control the ball. Wai Ting drives down the right hand side for Hong Kong China now. Gets the return pass and crosses it into the circle. Ball raised dangerously and umpire says play on. And there you go, goal number 4, easy as you like. Very soft goal conceded. Chun does extend her tally to 2 in the tournament. The initial shot well saved and eventually the rebound falling. All Chun had to do was just push it towards the far post. 4-0 for Hong Kong against Indonesia. Good hassling by Indonesia. Amelia now has possession for Indonesia. Controlled by Hambia. She gets past Wai Ting, who runs the line to obstruct her progressing. Eventually the ball comes back. Wayu. Tackled by Lau. Tiffany Chan drives, but she's tackled. The ball falls into the path of Lau. Runs at the top of the circle. Iman has the shot from the top left. That's deflected wide. Indonesia surviving another opportunity for Hong Kong China. They'll get a long corner. Kirsten McNeil plays to the left touch line. Nan has possession there and she comes back to McNeil. Transfers through Wong. Wai Ting. Ball into the circle and Ching Nam left that thinking there was a striker behind her. People behind were the Indonesian defence. Nan now has possession in the left half channel. Transfers to Ho in the full back role in the centre of the pitch. Indonesia step forward and get a deflection on it, but as far as Wai Ting, who drives into the circle, spills the ball, and she's tackled by Wayu. Wayu's made some crucial tackles for Indonesia this afternoon. Good interplay by Indonesia, by Hong Kong. Beg your pardon. Wai Ting to Kirsten McNeil, but it's cleared by Shirley Augusta. Down the left side again, they come. It's good hassling by Nan. Plays it into the circle, but cleaned up again by Wayu. Grabbed a lot of loose possession and plays the ball over the sideline safely. Hong Kong will start with a free hit. Ball played out to Wai Ting on the right hand side. Tiffany Chan aiming for the captain. Falls to McNeil. She paddles it towards goal. And that was a really good bit of interplay. McNeil fed Yi Man, who spun and could not find Lau on the far post. Ball just runs away for a long corner. Sorry, a 16-yard. Indonesia got a very long 30 seconds to survive. Shirley Augusta makes the first bit of play and gets past two defenders. Ramadani misses the trap and gives the ball to Hong Kong China. They come forward now through Chung. Cheng Nam plays to the top of the circle, and that's paddled away to safety by Adebayo. Oh, the final hooter goes, and after 4 quarters of hockey, Hong Kong China run out convincing winners over Indonesia, 4-0. Hong Kong China retain 5th position in the tournament, and Indonesia finished at the bottom of the table on 6th position. That brings us to the end of the game, and we hope you've enjoyed the feed from the Sengkang Hockey Stadium, and do join us for the men's 5th, 6th position game in just a bit.